Say hey, Yellow Jacket football fans. Welcome to the Coach Clay Stephenson Scoreboard Show. And, Coach, congratulations on a gritty, hard-earned victory, 20-6 over Gilmer County in LJ, Georgia.
Yeah, it was. It was a great night for football. It got a little cooler than we thought it would that second half, but it was a great place to play. Obviously, we've never been there before against a team that knows what they are and who they are, and they stay true to it. And knew it was going to be a tough test. So I'm proud of the kids for responding. We talked about it all week, how the game flow would be, and sure enough, it went that way. I wish we could have capitalized a couple more times offensively, but like you said, you don't get many possessions, and we scored 3 out of 7, really 3 out of 6, because one of them was running the clock out. So just would like to, if that first half, we got down there in field goal range and got pushed out of it. So if we could have gone up at least 10 there, it would have been big. But overall, very proud of the kids for going on the road in a tough place, tough team to play, and getting the win.
Yes, this is a very, very difficult team for a school football team to prepare against. They, as you said, they know exactly what they want to do, and they do it repeatedly. Their fullback did a good job of running, and as Clint said, hugging the rear end of his lineman and then making a cut and getting 3 and 4 yards. And they are happy, folks, with 3.5 yards. This is Woody Hayes, for those Ohio State fans out there. This is Woody Hayes football, 3.5 yards in a cloud of dust, and you keep moving the chains. It was just amazing to watch him play. I think most schools would be happy if they were able to score on 50% of their drives when they're playing Gilmer County.
Yeah, you don't get many. So the big key was take advantage of the ones that we have and not have any turnovers, which we were able to do that. So
exactly.
We accomplished what we wanted to, which we could have just finished a couple more drives offensively, but overall, all 3 phases played pretty solid.
Oh yeah, they did it. We did a really nice job with all 3 phases of the game. The black shirt defense was good. The pound and shoot offense was good. Special teams was good. I really liked the sky kicks at the end of the game.
Yeah, with that was, once their quarterback obviously went out, as we'll see in a minute, that their only chance, not their only chance, but their best chance of scoring was something fluky on a interception or a kickoff return or punt block. So had to be really solid in special teams. So just try to sky it and give them the ball there.
As the coaching staff gets together after you get back to Calhoun, and maybe you haven't done it yet, but you'll have a chance on Sunday when you start preparing for Heritage Catoosa. As a coaching staff, I was there at the Monday practice when you've done all the brain work. Now we're out on the field adapting to this. And then I saw a couple other practices, and by the time I got there on Thursday, the guys knew what they were doing. So as a coaching staff, isn't it a big sense of accomplishment on facing a team that is, you're only going to face one of these teams in the entire year? And the guys did what you asked them to do starting on Monday.
Yeah, not really.
Really?
It's already in the past, and you got to move on to the next one. So definitely proud of them. But as far as feeling accomplished, it's by the time we got on the bus, we're already trying to figure out Heritage and see where we are from there. So
I understand the clock never stops going around.
So we'll watch film with the kids. We'll bring them in tomorrow, and we'll watch about 20 or 30 minutes of offense and defense, and wash it and move on to the next one. So pleased with where we are. We got a long way to go. Coaching wise, playing wise, everything to get to where we want to get to.
Well, you can just tell the guys when you get together, and don't mention to Coach Fisher that the Mets won last night. Mm-hmm. But you can mention to the guys that I felt a big sense of accomplishment for you.
Okay.
So
appreciate it.
Moving on, 20-6 victory. We're going to take a look at the first half highlights of the Yellow Jackets taking care of the Bobcats, and they won the toss, chose to receive.
Yeah, I think we were both going to receive. We wanted the ball as well, but Carlos kicking deep right here. We tried to had a little bit of breeze, not much. It was a perfect night for football, especially the first half. It was great.
Yeah, I worked on my suntan until the sun went down.
That's right. Y'all were out in the elements as well last night. So.
Yeah, we were in the stands. We were with the fans. So hopefully we didn't mess up. So you're going to see this formation all night, no matter if I was playing quarterback. You'd see this
and
formation.
You got to do a lot of different stuff. You can't just line up and play base defense. So you see a little bit different alignment from us. We got Hudson Chadwick in the game.
Yes.
As kind of the when they got two different personnel groups, and he was in one of them.
And you're gonna see motion. You're gonna see fake motion, but they're going to be in a double wing, and they're going to be every now and then they'll have two tight ends in the game.
Yeah, you got to stop that right there.
Yes.
Stop the fullback first, and it's big play there of getting the turnover. So in essence, we got the opening kick.
Yes,
after
so
2 plays and a fumble.
Exactly. We got to watch it. They were running right in front of us, and just a bad exchange between the quarterback and the fullback. So here we go on offense for the Jackets.
You got Alec Upshaw and Hudson Chadwick out there on the edge. Had a big play. It's a great block there by Hudson. Offensive line did a great job. This one gets called back for a hold.
Yes.
Which it appeared to be a hold.
Yeah, well, I had an issue with the referees having a United Nations press conference every time they decided to call or decide what to do with the penalty. So we're backed up to their 37-yard line where it's first and long.
Counterplay, and they do a good job up front on both sides of the ball.
Their linebackers are active.
They do.
They're not big,
They
but
moved
they're
around
active.
a bunch, made it a little bit difficult. They did a lot of late stem and late movement. Good throw, good catch there by Jackson Moore. Good protection up front.
Yeah, and a good open field tackle by their DB. They played two safeties high almost the whole night, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
So we have Isaiah to the left of shotgun Trey, and Trey dropping straight back. He's got pressure. He gets away from that guy, goes to the right-hand side, and we got a nice pass downfield.
That's a good job of, even though I had to scramble, that's just kind of his third read on the play, so good job of getting to it.
That's kind of his natural read. I mean, he just goes.
I had an earthquake.
Yeah, we did.
About.
So we're inside the 10-yard line, first and goal at the 9. Nice hesitation move, and like I said, their linebackers are quick and they get to the ball.
Yeah, he had some hard running. Isaiah he felt those 120 yards.
24
game.
carries.
I'm a little bit slower. I'm all right. It's tough being a running back, freshman running back.
Yeah, this second game in a row he's carried the ball over 20 times. Banging it hard up the middle, gets down near the goal line, and we're waiting for a touchdown signal, and we finally get it.
That was good blocking up front, and good job of finishing off the run.
Yeah, we're over the left side with Trip Steele, Aiden Veal, and Trey Perkins. Just good run. Bo Kelly snapping, Trace holding, and Carlos Lopez puts it to the upright. And we're up 7-0 with 8:47 left in the first quarter. Great start that you're looking for.
Yeah, it was. Obviously we wanted to take the ball, but we'll actually take kicking and then causing a turnover and finishing it off.
So Carlos booms one down the field. Toe meets leather as he gets it down to the 7-yard line.
A really good height on it, and
good coverage
tackle there by Adrian Mashburn and Will Hall, freshman in on it, Caleb Adcock, Cam Jackson. So
Adrian has stepped up his ball
He
game.
is very proud of him. He was out for most of the season until the last couple of weeks. So
He's
very proud of him.
Been a big boost. So like we said, you're going to see this, and this quarterback takes his time, not as much as when he does get injured when they put in their second string quarterback. But they take their time. They're very methodical. And this pitch play is so hard to defend because of the amount of numbers you have inside the ends.
It is. I mean, you have the safety that has to come down and play the pitch for the most part. And sometimes they're going to have a 6 or 8 yard game.
Well, exactly. And then, like you said, everything keys off either the fake or the handoff to the fullback. And this kid's 6'1", 215 pounds. He's a pretty hard runner.
Yeah, he is. And up front, they do a good job of coming off the ball, staying low, and pad level is a huge buzzword for us this week of practice for the defensive line.
Yeah, whoever gets lowest wins the battle. And they put both hands in the ground. And as you can see, they're methodical. And this quarterback knows how to run the option. This is nice defense out here.
Yeah, it was a good tackle by, I think it was McCaden again. Nope, Cameron Penny coming off the block. Hunter White just about had him, but slowed him up enough.
He pushed the quarterback back. They want to run right down the line of scrimmage, and the more you make them bow back like Shadow of the Moon. And oh, by the way, congratulations, we were undefeated on full moons this year. 1-0, Harvest Moon.
And so this is football in a phone booth right here.
Yes, it
We've
is.
got 9 people up there. They've got 11. Now we've got 22 all
Yeah.
in the mix.
Yeah, and we get a nice stop there. With 2:32 left in the, well, we're going to get a nice stop here.
Yeah, that was at the, can't remember if they got the first down or this is 4th and short.
Yeah, this is at the 46-yard line. They are
Waiting
very.
again. Yeah, and it took a little bit of time to, this was 4th and short. They converted on the toss. It was a good call, good execution. Kind of, we want to stem and move some, but we're having to wait till, as the game went on, we got better at doing that late. Just try to get a feel for the cadence and the whole operation.
Yeah, they have first and 10 at our 44-yard line. I was looking at the wrong line on my sheet, play sheet. We had an offsides against us, so it's going to be 1st and 5 from the 39-yard line.
Yeah, it's tough to give these guys 5 yards. That's like
It's a gift.
It's a lot for them.
Yeah, they're happy with 3.5, folks. Trust me.
And I think they averaged right at 3.3.
Really?
So 3.3 times 3 is not quite 10, which is the goal of the defense.
Exactly.
Keep them just under 10 yards.
That doesn't surprise me. Yeah, this is 1960s football all over. Quarterback examining the defense, taking their time, and they're going to run the clock no matter what.
Yeah.
And this is what they like to do. The quarterback likes to get down the line of scrimmage. We did a nice job there.
Good job there. Blake Hammett keeps improving.
Yep. Alec Upshaw in on the hit also. So they're at our 35-yard line. It's 3rd down. Little power with the backside tailback.
Yeah.
That's a good stop right there, Coach.
There's 22 and an umpire. So 23 people around 4 yards from the football.
They did get enough to get the first down mark. Every now and then they'll send a wide receiver out left and right, sometimes just on one side. Give to the fullback there, and he does a good job of keeping his balance and getting across the 30-yard line.
Yeah, up front we had a difficult week to practice. Those defensive linemen, it's hard to practice what they do. So I thought we did a really good job. Coach Johnson and the defensive line did a good job.
We talked about that during the broadcast and afterwards. Nobody runs an offense like this, so when you ask your scout team to do this,
it had a
foreign.
lot of individual work with. I think they were making up drills down there, but it paid off in the end because the defensive line played really well.
Yeah. If we, I'm going to pull up the stats here in just a minute, but they didn't rush for hundreds of yards.
Yeah.
Long time. A handoff to the fullback, left-hand side.
Yeah, this is right in their wheelhouse. It's 7-0 ball game.
Yep.
Second possession of the game. They're moving a little bit on the plus side of the field. They're fine with that.
Yeah, they're completely comfortable with what's going on right now. They've got a tight end to the right, wide receiver to the left, but they're not throwing the ball.
Yeah,
there's a nice play.
Yeah, unfortunately, the quarterback got hurt there.
Yeah, he did. A couple of daddies told us after the game, said it was an MCL, so he's got to go to the doc, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, he did get injured. He did not return to the game, and that was a nice tackle by our number 23, Hudson Chadwick. He's a linebacker by trade and a running back by trade, so he's pretty comfortable right now.
He's been a huge plus as well, getting back into the mix.
Yeah.
Got Jake Jordan in at corner. Corners had a tough job because they didn't throw the ball one time.
No.
But if they ever do, they're very tough to defend if you're not ready for it.
Yeah, as much as you see our offense and other offenses, as Coach Clay said, they did not throw the ball once. This is a nice play, bottling up the running back there so he couldn't get out to the outside.
It was a good job. Brought up change of possession. That was 4th down.
Yes, it was. So the Jackets take over with 2:32 left in the quarter. We're at our 29-yard line. And Isaiah carried the ball 24 times for 120 yards.
That's good blocking up front. You got Bo Kelly and Adrian Mashburn in there at the W. Blake Hammett played some of it as well. So
Quick down and out here to Justin Beasley. Little play fake. Does another spin move, and he gets to midfield, Coach.
yeah, it was good. Turning a 6-yard pass into, 10, 12-yard gain.
Exactly. Yep. They spotted at our 49-yard line. We were sitting on about the 25-yard line, so it was hard to see when it got the exact.
Everything was a little bit difficult to see the clock. We had to, I think my neck, that might be why I didn't sleep well. My neck, trying to look at the clock back behind my left shoulder.
I thought they should have moved that one field house about 50 feet to the right and then put the Jumbotron more in the end zone. Anyway, nice scramble here, and this is what Trace does well. He's got a clock, he feels pressure, and he can just get open with his feet.
Yeah, it was a good job by Justin Beasley on the not getting the blind side block.
And there was a personal foul against them as it moves the ball down at the end of the play down to the 17 where it's 1st and 10. And we just, I think one guy wanted the ball and the other guy wanted
Yeah,
the
they did it. The guy came late. Talked about it. I was thinking that was the last play of the quarter. It was
Yes.
it was a tough read. They brought two of them off the edge, so just lived to play another play. We freeze it here to go into the quarter. And this is where we're in field goal range. You
Yes.
go up 2 scores on these guys is huge. So this is the one drive that I wish we could get back and go over. Didn't have but 3 in the first half, and this is
That's all.
This is when we get a lineman downfield here, I think, and it's close.
Yeah, so we've switched ends of the field. We're at their 19-yard line. We drop back to pass. We scramble to the right. We scramble back to the left. And I don't know who they called.
Yeah, I asked him. He said he gives us 3 yards.
Right.
And if he gives us 3, that's tough. But nonetheless, we gotta do better at a scramble drill to not go downfield and get open a little bit earlier. But
It's tough not to want to go down the field and block for your runner.
yeah, it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard because he went to the drop back, rolled to the right, back to the left. We roll out to the left-hand side, and Trace made the right decision.
Yeah, I had a guy open there early. Wish we could just pull the trigger and let it go in a second and forever.
Yes. So we get a running play to the right-hand side, and they're able to stop it after a very short gain of about a yard. We're at their 37-yard line.
Yeah, this drive and the first one, second half. Wish we could have over, but we can't. We got to be able to convert that. Once we get in field goal range, you can't get out of it.
Yeah, but that was a tough call on that illegal man downfield. We get him to jump off
Yeah,
sides.
but it's 4th and 40, so we need to
It's 4th
decline
and
it.
forever, you're right.
We need the yards to punt it.
So as Coach said, he declined the penalty because we want to be able to sky punt this ball down there and put it in a place where we can keep them pinned down deep in their territory and make them go a long distance to try to get a score against this black shirt defense, which proved almost impossible. Good snap from Bo Kelly. Carlos punts the ball down the right sideline, and
We just didn't really bounce. It bounced backwards, but
we still got what we want.
yeah, I'd like to get down there a little bit further, but
They're going to have the ball at their 16-yard line with 10:23 left in the first half, and the Jackets are still up 7-0. Like we said, they're running with their second-string quarterback. And, folks, they take forever to run plays with the second-string quarterback in. A lot of times he doesn't put his hands underneath the center's rear end until there's 5 seconds left on the play clock. And the play clock starts at 40 seconds. The running back spent time being a catcher for a lot of the ball game. Nice little playoff tackle here. Good open field tackle to keep that to a 4-yard gain.
Penny and McCaden in on it as well.
Yep.
Run a little more power plays where they're not reading with this guy, which is what that was on
Right.
that one.
Yeah. Yeah, right. And I'm sure he doesn't get the snaps with this first-string backfield like the first-string quarterback does. So yeah, they're just gonna hand to the fullback, who happens to have the same name as our grandson, Wyatt Stokes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So Stokes gets a lot of carries here in the second half.
They got good backs, play hard.
Yes, they do.
Switch over, obviously, and play linebacker as well. But
So now they're back in their double tight ends, double wing, and the quarterback's just looking to the sideline. The coach says, now start. And there's usually about 5 to 7 seconds left on the play clock. That's a good defense right there. We really plugged it up, made a pile there. They're out to their 27-yard line. And that did get them a first down.
yeah, that's
But they don't have about a half yard or a yard to go. There's that 3.3 in there.
that's right.
They got 3.5 on the average carries there. Yeah, as we said, they had 0 passing yards because they had 0 passing attempts.
Yeah, ran 42 plays, 0 passes, 42 runs.
Yeah, and we held them to what, just over 100 yards rushing?
Yeah.
Short gain again. And like you said, with a 7-0 deficit, they're just trying to get.
Oh, if they can go to the half 7-0,
They're tickled to
that's
death.
a win for them. And
Yes.
again, so this is their third possession. We've had it twice. Their first possession, they fumbled.
Right, which led to
2
our
plays.
7. So they're just getting warmed up, folks.
Yeah.
Double tights, double wing, run a sweep this time. Normally, we'd probably see the quarterback coming down the line of scrimmage running an option play instead of just running a regular sweep.
Yeah.
So
Well,
their offense
they're
is
searching a little bit here.
Yeah.
I say searching. They've got a bunch of stuff they can do out of it, but it's a good play here. 4th and 2 or 3, and they line up and quick kick it.
Yes.
And it flips the field. They get it down to about the 20.
Yeah, because we had to play a regular defensive alignment.
And they got the roll, yeah.
Yes, they did get the roll. Just a 51-yard punt.
Yeah, so you're thinking you got them stopped, and then quick kick is a good call and flip the field on us.
Yeah, we played this game defensively pretty much with no cornerbacks. I mean, they were almost like outside linebackers.
Yeah, it was just a different game that will completely throw that out the window and move on to Heritage.
Exactly. Hand off to Isaiah. He tries to bounce it outside. Tough sledding. He picks up 3 yards.
Yeah, not a bad run. We're one block away or one missed hole away. I felt like a lot last night.
Yeah, actually, we're going to give him 4 yards. It's 2nd and 6.
Had a big play set up here.
Yeah, we had the blockers.
Get it to them. Just they did a good job. That's the tough part about screens. You got to get it over that Russian defensive line. And
Well, we didn't have a whole lot of field to work with where he could loop it. He had to throw more of a line drive to get it there quickly. 2 receivers left and right. Isaiah to the right of Trace, who rolls to his right.
good job here of 3rd and 6.
Yes.
Just taking what they give us and converting the first down.
Completes the pass to Jake Jordan, hard running. He gets it out to the 30-yard line, where it's 1st and 10 Jackets. We took over with 5:46 left in the half. And we would love to get another score, huh?
Yeah.
Trace rolls to the left-hand side, gets the receiver out here on the left-hand side, and he steps out of bounds.
Yeah, 2 sprint outs in a row right there. Getting some easy yards, two first downs.
1st and 10 from the 42 of the Yellow Jackets. Trace freezes him at the line of scrimmage. We've got 2 wide receivers on the left side, but they're standing next to our tackle with our blocking back, our W, 1 receiver to the right. Run a sweep to the left-hand side. This is a good gain. Get it near midfield.
It was a good block there by Alec Upshaw. Blocked him all the way across the field.
Line up the same formation that we just had.
Yeah, same formation, is a little bit different personnel. a good job there of hitting the check down.
And was that McCaden with the reception?
That was Hunter White.
Or Hunter White, that's right. Yeah, Hunter White ran it hard and picked up a first down for us at the 48-yard line.
They marked it just short. He
Oh,
stepped
that's
out of
right.
bounds,
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot. When I called it on, I
It
thought
looked like he did, but that was a good call. He stepped out. And then freeze him and get the first down.
now we've got a first down. Tough sledding sometimes up front. Like I said, their linebackers are very active. Defensive line plays good. They stayed in the four-man front a lot, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
I was kind of surprised by that. I thought they might drop into a stack, 3-3.
Yeah.
But they went with their bread and butter, what they're used to doing, a 4-3 defense. And after a long discussion,
Very long.
they decided that it was not a completion.
Well, when they showed the two replays on the video board, there was no chance that it was completion. But we talk all the time of catch, tuck, turn, rather than catching and turning at the same time. But the defensive guy made a good play. That's going to be a tough catch either way.
So
it was definitely not a catch.
It was ruled an incomplete pass. And where their jumbotron was, folks, we're sitting at the opposite end of the field in the bleachers. You can't see the jumbotron.
Yeah.
As Coach said, he got a crick in the neck from turning around and looking at the jumbotron.
Thought we got him a little late there. He ended up in the tuba section, but we got to get a few right there to possibly go for it on fourth down.
Just didn't get enough, did we?
No, if we could have got half of it maybe, but
they come with a big rush. This is a 29-yard punt, got more of the roll we want, and we stick them down in it. At this point in time, there's 3:02 left, and probably going through the back of your mind is they're just going to run out the clock.
Yeah.
So they've got it 1st and 10 at their 14-yard line. Thank goodness we had Clint on the sideline so I could get spots from that end of the field, because I'm at the Roger and I are at the other end of the field. And he's got nowhere to go, and then we just trap him.
You know, we got 2 timeouts here. If we can stop them quick. This is 2nd and long. I think they get about 6 yards right here, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, they did.
So I don't call timeout here because 3rd and 6, 5 maybe, and then I think they get the first down and get it on into half.
Yeah, we were really thinking, like you said, get that quick stop. They punt to us, and then maybe we can do something with the passing game, as well as the running game. They're going to line up wide receiver to the right, tight end left in their double wing. And you'll notice, folks, the running back is in his catcher's position, ready to take the ball.
So this is the play here if we could stop them. But they get the first down.
Yeah, they do.
Now it's just don't give up anything big and no trick plays, no big penalties or anything, and because there's not much time left.
No, there isn't. They're going to run this first down play and a second down play, and that's going to be it. And like you said, they're going to be tickled to death to go into halftime with a 7-0 deficit. They had 2 runners in the backfield, and like folks, it was just, I mean, you had time to go get a cup of coffee and come back before they snapped the ball. They took a timeout because they didn't like the alignment, I guess, that we were shown.
There was about to get a delay game.
Oh, delay a game. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. They did back it up 5.
No, they called a timeout. They were almost about to get a delay game.
Okay.
That's what they called it.
Yeah, in fact, that was the one where Coach Standard was standing right next to the referee. And when it got to 1, he said, timeout.
There's another electric football play.
Yes.
The kids used to play it, but it was.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Things.
Put them all together and just hit it. And
Yes.
We've got a newer version that's already broken.
Is that right?
Yeah, don't make things like they used to.
Ours lasted a long time. Our parents could tell what we were doing. We were upstairs. They could hear
it.
buzzing on the wooden floors. So they're letting this clock run down, and they're going to get.
I think it ends.
They're not going to run a play because they've got the ball spotted at the 26.5-yard line, and that's going to end the first half. So we're not beat up physically.
No, it was, even though it was a physical game.
Right, that's what I mean.
We're pretty healthy there at halftime. Just not too many adjustments we got to make. Obviously, the defense is playing well, and you kind of get in there and start playing the guessing game of, what else can they go to without their starting quarterback defensively. But felt pretty good there. And then, offensively, we were fine. We just kind of had 3 possessions, and we want to score 2 of them. I obviously want to score all of them, but
Right, yeah.
2 of them, getting up 2 scores is huge in a game like this, especially when the quarterback's out. So just trying to find some ways to keep moving the ball, and then putting it in the end zone at the end was kind of the halftime vibe.
Yeah. Did the defense, they're feeling good about what they're doing, and they're not excessively tired because they spent a lot of time on the field?
Yeah, no, they were fine. It's when you have that much of a break in between plays, you're never having to keep huff and puff too much. You can you're not running to the football too much. It's hard-nosed football, but it's not too taxing as far as your physical conditioning. So felt good. Like I said, both offensively and defensively, just knew they had to do something different. They were either going to have to score on special teams or block a punt or get a turnover to come back and win the game. So those are the key things we talked about at halftime. When you have a lead, you don't turn the football over, don't give up big plays, and then you have a chance to win the game.
Well, we won the turnover battle with Jackson Williams getting that fumble recovery on the very first series. We didn't have any offensive turnovers for the second game in a row.
Yeah, which is knock on wood, and that's the key to winning. Big region games and big playoff games is not turning the ball over. So that's a plus. But again, we'd like to finish off a couple more of these drives.
Without divulging what goes on in a locker room between the coaches and the players, any goofy comments as they come in at halftime from the defense about what's going on, or from the offense about what the defense is doing? Because this team's different to play.
No, it's we both kind of split up, and I go check in with Coach Morrow and kind of ask him that what else can they go to, and they've not much, and we don't know with a backup quarterback, but we felt good with the plan we had. Didn't have to make too many adjustments on both sides.
That's good. We're going to take a look at the second half highlights. The Jackets come out. They will receive the second half kickoff, and we're up 7-0. And as you said, the sun has set, and it was a beautiful night for the players to play a game. A little bit of a sky kick there. We pick it up, cover it, get a nice return.
Yeah, it's a good job. Sets us up right there to move the ball. And
I'm having to change my sheet on my field markings. We're at the 36. I had it just at the 37.
Lose yards here. That was we needed to be a different formation to run that. That was we got to do a better job.
Yeah.
Not the way we want to start the half.
Exactly.
That's
second down and long.
That was on me.
30. So second down and 16. We have 2 receivers left and right. Isaiah to the right as shotgun traces. Eighth animals are doing a good job up front. Give him nice protection. Down and out here, and we're just a little bit off with the first 2 passes of this drive.
Yeah, they covered that up.
They did.
That wasn't a bad throwaway there.
Right. So now they're in their 3-man front. They've dropped into 4 linebackers with 2 corners and 2 safeties. Get a crossing pattern here, trying to find Justin Beasley coming from left to right.
Yeah, I thought we might could just throw it underneath and run,
and he can run.
He can. Just couldn't quite hit it.
So we're going to be forced to punt on our first possession. This is our 3rd and last punt of the game.
Yeah, not a happy head coach at this point right here. And then we don't do a good job on that punt. About get it blocked and all those little things that could cause you to
tighten up this game considerably.
We
could happen.
Didn't do either one of those great.
So they have it 1st and 10 with 10:52 left in the 3rd quarter at their 27-yard line. They got a tight end left, wide receiver right, and double wing. Give us a fullback on the right-hand side, and we're going to get a lot of the fullback, number 35, in this half.
Yeah, kept thinking they'd maybe have some kind of trick or double pass or halfback pass. So we're yelling at those corners all night of make sure you have eye discipline, be ready, and they were never got tested, but got in on a few runs.
So that was a short 3-yard gain, about a 2.5-yard gain. So they're behind the chains right now. Tried to run a sweep to the outside, and we got a tackle for a loss.
Yeah, I can't tell Jackson and Alec and Sager.
Yeah, it was 20-something at the bottom of that pile. So it's going to be 3rd and long.
Nose really had a tough excuse me, tough game, Aiden Adcock, because you don't know which side they're coming from. At ends, you kind of have an idea where they're blocking from, but
Yeah,
Nose had a tough game, but played a really good game.
And there's a nice tackle for a loss. I think that's Alec.
Yeah.
Yeah, the nose guard doesn't know whether he's getting blocked by the right guard and the left guard as well as the center on any play. So Aiden probably had some sore muscles this morning.
Yeah, and they're always at his shin. So.
Yeah, you're right. Sore shins. His knees and ankles probably feel like they've been worked over. They get into the punt formation, a regular punt formation. We're going to fair catch this one at our 42-yard line. So good stop by the black shirt defense.
It was.
And now we have cross land in the quarterback because Trace on one of the previous possessions got tackled hard and jammed into the ground.
Yeah, he did. He's on the sideline getting taken care of. He could have come back in, but this was a good time for Cross to go in and
in a very meaningful part of the game.
Oh yeah.
So we start off going over the left-hand side behind Atha's Animals. Short gain. Gilmer thought the ball had popped loose, but that was when it was down on the ground and they were jerking at the ball. So it remains Calhoun ball. Fortunately, that happened about 10 yards away from me upfield. One more running time, and the outside linebacker comes in. Number 43 does a good job of tripping us up at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, really good play by him.
Yes.
Again, they moved late and brought those linebackers late, and just sometimes when you do that, you're going to have some negative plays.
Cross throws it out here to Isaiah. He breaks one tackle, breaks another one, gets up to midfield. 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets.
Good throw, and they called that roughing the passer. I thought it was one on Trace as well, but yeah, they called this one.
Yeah, they did get it. So we get, after this completion, we're going to get the ball moved down to the 35-yard line. I thought the same thing because I was really watching Trace when he got driven into the ground. That play was long. Ball was long gone.
Once you don't call the first one, it gives those defensive guys free reign. That's where I was frustrated. If you go ahead and call it, and they know
they got to slow
down
down.
The second time.
2-yard gain down to the 33-yard line with Isaiah running off the right-hand side. They just jumped off sides. So that gives us 5 yards down to their 28. It's going to make it 2nd and short much, much better.
Yep, same formation.
2 receivers left, 1 right.
Check out here, and we got a
little bubble screen out there, and got to give the DB credit. He stayed with it.
Yeah, we got to do better out there. We've worked on it. We got to keep working on it.
2 receivers to the right. Isaiah to the right-hand side. Breaks out of that tackle, runs through a DB's tackle, and he finally wrestles him down to the ground. We're inside, almost inside the 20.
Yeah, get the first down.
Yep. 1st and 10 Jackets at their 22-yard line. We're getting close to the Hood Law Firm red zone. Got a pistol formation out of the shotgun.
Yeah, try to run a little stretch play and get a couple out of it.
Yeah. They're going to I think they're going to mark it at the 19 finally. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
It's a good play here by Cross and Bo Kelly.
He fakes the toss sweep, and it hits Bo Kelly in the corner just beyond the pylon. Nicely thrown ball. When you're seeing it in person, that play looked really smooth.
It did. It was a good job executing good throw and good catch by Bo.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
He didn't quite know what to do. He's got to go snap, and it was his first touchdown. But
yeah, not much time to celebrate.
Bo's done a great job for us, moving from. He's played a little bit of everything up front.
Yes, he has.
And tackle, and I think he played some center maybe in ninth grader JV, and now it's to a tight end spot. So great play for him across.
Well, he did a good job. He did a good snap. We're going to do a sky kick. That was Bo Kelly snapping. Trace was holding on that play, and the extra point by Carlos. Nice sky kick. He signaled for a fair catch on this, and they didn't call it.
Yes, he did.
And I mean, he waved his hand above his head twice, and they let him catch a ball and run it up the field.
Yeah.
I guess the UN Security Council wasn't meeting at that time to discuss whether it was a penalty or not. So they line up in their formation, their double wing formation, and we're going to see a lot of this for the rest of the game. But fortunately, we're up 14-0. This is a huge lead against this team.
It is. You know, the sky kick gives them a little bit of field position, but
Yeah,
also
not much.
their best chance of scoring, like I said, was something fluky, a kickoff return or something.
They were going to have to get a turnover and return it for 6 to really be in this game, I thought. The running back, Stokes, just keeps piling in there, and he does a good job. I think they were charitable on his height, but I think they're right on his weight.
Yeah. He's a hard-nosed runner.
Oh, yes, he is.
You know, they're, as you pull up, you see that they've won the 19 state champion wrestling.
Oh, yes.
So
I'm
a lot
sure
of these are wrestlers.
Yeah, I'm sure he wrestles. Yeah, I'm sure there's got to be
As we're
some.
pulling out and win, we're like, we're not coming here to wrestle.
Exactly.
Coach Green and the wrestling team will have a tough time with them. They're one of the top programs in the whole state.
In the whole state, you're right. Yeah, they do a really good job. But the Yellow Jackets wrestle well, too.
Yeah.
So they had the ball at their 42-yard line. I had it at the 41.5. It's 4th down. And we're going to get us a big play here. In fact, I handed out a slobber knocker on that play.
Clayton Goad.
Clayton Goad.
Yeah.
He came in, folks, and he just filled that hole, and that's the one time that fullback did not go forward.
Yeah.
Slobber knocker brought to you by Moman Construction. We take over. 1st and 10. We're in their territory. This is good field position. With 1:55 left in the
quarter.
Yeah. We throw the ball downfield and just a little bit overthrown.
Yeah, try to take a shot there.
Well, we split the 2 deep safety.
Mm-hmm.
We had half a step on him.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 2nd and 10 from their 42.
Good blocking up front.
Oh, yeah, good hard
Good
running.
tough run.
As this
They were
third,
slow on the whistle all night.
Oh,
all these piles were.
and that's when people get hurt.
Yeah.
Knees get twisted, ankles get twisted. We're down to their 34-yard line. After the last defensive stop, were you feeling good about where the ebb and flow was with your defense against their offense?
Yeah. Once we got 2 scores, it's we're going to try to milk some clock as well and try to get this into the 4th quarter and get this game over.
Huge hole on the right-hand side following Trip Steele, Grant Prine, and Tyler Banta on the right-hand side, and Aiden Veal and Trey Perkins on the left-hand side. Isaiah Knowles with a big game, 1st and 10 inside their 20.
Yeah, it was a good hole, good run.
We've taken our time, as you said. We might as well use some of the clock too, because as you said, a 2-touchdown lead on them is huge. It's like being up 35-0 almost. Yeah. Isaiah does a nice cut back to the right-hand side, gets it down to the 15-yard line, where it's going to be.
This is the end of the quarter.
Yeah, quarter is coming to a close here. Going to be 2nd down from the 15. We just take our time, let the clock run out, and we're going to flip the ends of the field and get close to my vision.
That's right.
But
opposite the play clock. So this
Exactly.
whole second half, not the play clock, the game clock.
The Jumbotron.
Yes.
They stuck it in the left-hand corner of the visitor's side. And folks, I'm telling you, if you're sitting in the visitor's stands, you're turning to the left looking at the clock the whole night.
Mm-hmm.
So we get a nice play there. We've got it 1st and goal or third down from the 9-yard line.
Yeah, I thought we got it, but we were a little bit short.
Yeah, just a tad, they said.
Just running power again.
Yeah, there's a nice move on the right-hand side, a little stutter step to the left, a little jump cut. Followed Trip Steele, and on the right-hand side, Grant Prine and Tyler Banta. 1st and goal for the Jackets.
Yeah, we'd like to be able to power this one in these sets and end up
Well, they
having to go to our heavy set.
They get aggressive here.
They do.
Linebackers fill the gaps. We're stopped at the 1-yard line. That's Isaiah going over the left-hand side. And they just put more people up there than you can block at this point in time. Because look at that. We tried it to the right-hand side. Same thing. We get it to the 1-yard line where it's going to be 3rd and goal. So what do?
Yeah, we go to our sumo set.
Yep.
I'd like to be able to get it in on either one of those two plays, but just couldn't. Again, we were one hole off or one block away a lot of times.
I like this play call because you had Hunter Chadwick at fullback in the 3-point and Hunter White to his left. They did a crisscross like the old wing tees.
Yeah.
And punched it into the end zone. Hunter White with a touchdown, got a good block out there, and just stepped over the tackler, and we're going to line up for the extra point. We're up 20-0 with 9:39 left, and they do a good job here of getting in.
Yeah, we got to do a little better job. We hadn't been very good at this all year, the upfront version, and good teams watch film, and I'm sure they worked on that a lot this week because of how we performed in the past. So we've got to get a little bit better.
Carlos with another sky kick from left to right, fair catch. He dropped it. I was interested to see what they were going to call if he did catch it, if they're going to let him run again.
This guy said it was a fair catch.
Well, the other one was too, as we all know. But anyway, we're up 20-0, and this game is pretty much in the bag. But we still got some football to play, so we want to finish this out. And this is good defense. Alec Upshaw on the bottom of the tackle again. Double wing tied in to the right. We do have a cornerback out there.
Yeah.
And they hit off left tackle. Get a little gain up to about the 37-yard line.
Yeah. Kind of, I don't know if we lose our edge a little bit. We're just a little bit more walking around.
It's third down from their own 37-yard line. Well, you know, when you get down in a position and you have to wait for 10, 15 seconds before they snap the ball, you're spending a lot of energy and you're not going anywhere. So it would be, and they rely upon this, particularly in a close game. They rely on you losing a little bit of your edge. I mean, it just.
It's a good job there of their quarterback on the pitch. A good tackle, I think, by McCaden.
Yep. They do get a first down at their 43-yard line. And the fans in the stands have plenty of time to talk about situations not happening on the football field because they use a half a minute on almost every play to put the ball back in play. I got a kick us watching the quarterback just stand there and looking at
the signal,
and then he sticks his hands underneath the center's derriere with about 5 seconds left. He's just standing there, just burning time. And your guys are tensed and ready to go.
Yeah, because you don't know if they can quick snap you or.
They could. There they get to the fullback, and he is off to the races. He found a seam, cuts it back to the left-hand side. No doubt we were going to run him down, but he gets a big gain down to our 25.
That's good saving tackle by Penny, but it's got a little bit off out of our gaps there, and they did a good job of.
And this
that
kid's
was our biggest run of the night.
Yeah, this kid's got quick feet and good vision, and when he sees a seam, he can get to it, whether it's for a 4-yard gain or a big one there. They got us for jumping off sides.
Yeah, that was a little iffy. They both about moved at the same time.
I thought so.
Gave them 5.
I think on the broadcast I called the offense up was illegal procedure, but I got overruled. So second down from the 20-yard line after they mark off 5 against us. Give to the fullback left. Ooh, there's a slobber knocker right in the middle of the hole.
Yeah, good job by Sager and Alec.
Yeah, I would imagine some of your guys are a little stiff this morning.
Yeah, I'm sure they're a little bit sore.
Yeah.
It's a physical game. Like I said, everything was in there real tight.
Hey, thank goodness it wasn't early in the season when it was 85 degrees.
Yeah.
So they're taking their time, waiting to get this snap off. It's hand off to the, and we got another big hit.
Yeah, sometimes in this offense you can't quite find the ball.
New. Yeah, I'd told people the fullback's going to get tackled 40 times and he might carry it 5.
Yeah.
He carried a lot more than 5 times as this game evolved. So they've got the ball at the 17-yard line where it's third down. Jackets are on top 20-0. This clock is winding down here.
Fumbled there, but he jumped right back on it.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, there was no doubt he covered this one up. So it's going to be 4th down from the 19-yard line. They actually sent a guy running a pass route on that play. They line up for the field goal. This is going to be a 36-yard field goal. We're doing our best to not let them score. And we jumped off sides trying to get a big rush. So that's going to give them 5 yards and a first down.
Yeah, it gave them life. It gave them a first down.
Yes, it did.
We're off the grass there, but
we were coming.
Watch the football.
Yes, you're right. So it's 1st and 10 from our 14-yard line. I would say the clock's winding down, but it's slowly moving.
Yeah.
Right now, it's not moving fast enough. We'd love to get out of here with a shutout. Hand off to the tailback, coming around the left-hand side. Nice hard tackle at the end of the play.
Good tackle there by McCaden.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear y'all's in-between commentary. I'll have a chance to talk about other stuff, I guess, in between plays.
It's just, I was giggling a lot because in just standing there watching the quarterback, I just was wondering if his hands ever got cold.
Yeah.
You don't want to do this in early November. You know, they have to have gloves on. Left-hand side, another quick hitter by the fullback.
So, yeah, even here when they're
At the 4.
and there's, 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, we're probably getting down about the 3.5 minute mark.
Oh, they might try to play a little bit faster to.
Yeah. I think he was taking care of his team, Coach.
Yeah.
I think he was giving the backup quarterback snaps. Because I'm thinking he wasn't going to have his first-string quarterback for the rest of the season. And this is the quarterback coming over to the sideline. This is how long they take.
Yeah.
Sometimes he comes over, and then he goes back in, and it's easy to run. For them, it's easy to run 30, 35 seconds off the play clock. They're down to our 2-yard line, where it's 2nd down.
Yeah, might be able to keep them out of the end zone here, but.
Quarterback keeps it, turns it up, and edges into the end zone. They get their touchdown.
Yeah.
But we still have one good defensive play left in us. So they spread, come back tight for the extra point formation. Calhoun fans are used to seeing this.
Yes, one thing we hadn't got to this year.
Right-footed soccer-style kicker. And they roll the ball back to him. And then we get a cover up. So they just get the touchdown and no extra point. It's 20-6 with 2:53 left in the ball game. And this is the situation where you think one first down.
Yeah, we just need to run the clock out. Recover this ball, number one.
Yeah, we knew they're going to onside kick.
And you don't know where it's going, how it's going to bounce. As much as we work on this, it's still, you got to go recover it.
It's an oblong ball.
It is.
Which is kind of ironic that they're doing an onside kick when it takes them so long to score. But just kick the ball back down deep and put us away from the goal line.
Yeah, but.
That's just me. Mm-hmm. You don't have to comment.
We got our hands team out, and they just about got it. I can't remember who got on it,
but number 33.
Jake Jordan, yeah.
Yeah, Jake Jordan covered that up. Yeah. So we've got the ball with 2:48 left, and we know what they're going to do with their defense. They're going to be trying to stop a run.
Even though they're not calling timeouts, we still want to. We need a first down to truly end the game.
Right. So, no gain. 2nd and 10.
So here we go. We're
taking
using their
strategy.
Their strategy.
Yeah. Let's just milk the clock. I said on the broadcast, turnabout's fair play right here.
That's right.
So, but I don't think. I really think the coach was taking care of his team, and in his heart of hearts, he knew he wasn't going to win the game unless they were able to do something fantastic. I'm not saying he quit. Nice scramble there by Cross.
Yeah, just had a little miscommunication on the handoff. We teach him if that happens to try to run through the hole, and that's what he did.
And he did. So get a nice gain up to the 50-yard line. It's going to be, they mark it to the 49. One of many carries, one of 24 carries for Isaiah. He gets it across midfield. So it's going to be 4th down. We went through a timeout.
Yeah, we call timeout here. Get it down to 1 second on the play clock, and you don't want to punt because bad
God
snaps
knows what can
on
happen.
punts and,
Yeah. Well, let's hand it off to 44 and get some blocking by 8th as Animals.
Yeah, so after
And
this,
we're not going to get some blocking. We're going to get some good blocking. So we got Blake lined up at the end. There you ran it down to 1 second. And then we come back out, and we're going to run the ball. We're at their 49-yard line. We got about 2nd and 8. Give it to Isaiah. He goes to the outside. He finds a seam. Then down the sideline he goes. He's off to the races. And they finally push him out of bounds. It's somewhere around the 9-yard line. Now,
so we thought they told him to stay in bounds, and if we get the first down, and thought they marked him out. So we're trying to get victory. Then they ran the clock late, so we don't have to snap.
there you go. That was a 40-yard gain that puts him up to 120 yards for the carry. 8th as Animals open and lots of holes in the Jackets are victorious, 20-6 in a hard-fought, well-earned victory, both by the black shirt defense and the pound and shoot offense.
It was a like I said, it was a good night, all 3 phases, and you know, it was one of those games you want to get over with and move on and get to next week. A lot to play for next week at home.
Yes.
Senior night against Heritage, so a lot of playoff implications and region implications are next week.
Yes, we're in the spot where we want to be. We were 4-0 on the region, 5-3 on the season, 4-0 on the region, which is the most important thing. Georgia High School Football Daily had the point spread at +14.
And that's
You hit it right on the nose.
That's right.
I think they figured it was going to be a low-scoring game, so there wouldn't be a big point spread difference. But anyway, congratulations. There's got to be some guys nursing some sore muscles today. I don't know how long our defensive line. It would be fun to accumulate the minutes where they stayed in their three-point stance, waiting for the ball to be snapped.
Yeah, it was like I said, a different.
They did isometric exercises all night.
That's right, a different kind of night, but proud of the team for going on the road and a place we've never been for, and playing a really good, well-coached football team and come away with a win.
Yeah, nice facility. Everybody treated us nice, and we did our best to treat them appropriately, and we did with a 20-6 victory. Sure. Heritage Catoosa comes to downtown on senior night. It's going to be nice to be back at the Reeve. And yeah, a lot of playoff implications. Heritage Catoosa is involved in this playoff, whether they want to be in first place or down to fourth place.
Excuse me. Yeah, I think they've got one loss. I hadn't sat down and done it yet. I was getting through last night first, but I think they've got one loss. We've got 0. With Northwest beating Adairsville last night, that helped us out.
Yes, it did.
Because that gives Adairsville 2 losses, Northwest 2 losses, and Heritage 1. So a lot on the line next week. So hopefully we can have a good week of practice and show up on senior night and play well.
Yeah, more of a normal practice week this week as far as getting ready for it. What does Catoosa like to do?
I don't know much.
Okay, fair enough.
I know they like to bring a lot of pressure on defense, and they give you a lot of unbalanced and different sets on offense. We've seen them a couple times this year against Gilmer and Northwest, I think, but we'll kind of dive into them tomorrow and go from there. JV played this past Thursday. Went to Cherokee.
Yes.
Won 21-7, I think.
That's a nice victory, Coach.
It was. Didn't know what to expect. Cherokee's such a big school. They're one of the big schools in the.
Don't they have around 3,000 students?
Yes, I think it's 3,000. So going on the road and getting that win. We got one more JV game against Adairsville this week. Middle school has a big game this week with Redbud. So then their playoffs start the week after that. So I don't exactly know how we're in a new league this year, middle school wise, and
yeah, I don't know where the games are going to be held.
It lasts a long time. It's
really?
Yes. I think the championship game is Thanksgiving week. So it's yes.
For the middle school?
Yeah, not exactly what we
envisioned.
Yes, but it's the only thing we could get into. So, but hopefully we can beat Redbud this week. I think we'll be the 2 seed and have a bye. I don't really know everything, but
are there other Bartow County schools in this league?
Everybody is.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody is now. So Cass, Woodland, Cartersville, Dalton, Rome. Everybody's in this whole league, and so we're new to it. We're going to play Red Bud Thursday and see where they see this and go from there.
Middle school coaches may go to the administration and say, "Hey, we need more pay. This season's forever."
They do. It's tough, and it's been 5 or 6 Saturday games. This next week's will be Thursday. So, but the kids are fired up, and they've had a really good year. I've seen them get better and better. Having a 7th grade and an 8th grade team, better and better each week. So hopefully they can have a good showing on Thursday.
Not a whole lot of stats to talk about, but the most important stat is 20-6 victory over Gilmer County, and the Yellow Jackets are 4-0 in the region. We'd like to thank our sponsors: Engineered Floors, Sonic, The Eye Place, Locklear Plumbing, Mohawk Industries, the Brothers Insurance Group, and stop in and see Bogan White at Tommy White's Body Shop. We appreciate you watching the Coach Clay Stephenson Show. We'll see you next week after senior night against Heritage Catoosa.